What is a shinobi? Any person with a heart called to serve, whose discipline has made them dangerous, is hereby titled shinobi. These are their stories. What's up, my ninjas? We are live and in studio. Welcome back to Shinobi Chronicles, hosted by the Zero Abyss.
Your boy Naseem.
All right. So as y'all likely know by now, our goal here is always to provide inspiration, education, and motivation for our fellow shinobi who are walking the path of greatness through achievement and service. Man, I hope y'all are appreciative of this endeavor that we go through for y'all. I'm not trying to be over entitled or not, but like as y'all can tell, I'm sickly right now, but ain't nothing gonna stop this podcast, man. You got to kill us, so don't worry about a little disease, man. We gonna beat this out, but we've been grinding, man. But we're here. As always, it's our great honor to be able to serve you all. So we will not disappoint you. Hope y'all been pursuing your highest selves over the last week. Today we're gonna give a blueprint to my teen self, and then we may have some time for some open thoughts. So that's it. Naseem, you ready?
Sir.
I don't want to get you sick, dog. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Blueprint to my teen self. Let's think. First and foremost, let's just put it out there. Let's take it 10 years. Let's go 16, all right? Because we're 26 now. So let's go 10 years. A 16-year-old in 2024 versus a 16-year-old in 2014, we was dealing with some whole different stuff. Like, I don't know how y'all deal with TikTok and whatnot, infecting your classrooms. I don't know how y'all deal with people taking pictures of you and dropping edits about you like on they stories and stuff. Like, we did not have to deal with this type of stuff when Instagram first came out. Like, we was just taking pictures at prom, bro. So first and foremost, let me say, obviously, like, what advice I would give to a 16-year-old today versus what advice I would give to my own self 10 years ago, it's gonna be a little different. But a lot of these things, like, is a lot of what we talk about anyway. Discipline, consistency, having the willpower, maintaining the continuity, So it's gonna hold up. You're a 16-year-old watching this, you're gonna be able to take something out of this. But high priority, man. What's one high priority thing you learned in the last 10 years?
High priority thing?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with being selfish. Be selfish. Take care of yourself before you take care of anybody else. Because you really can't take care of anybody else until you take care of yourself.
Straight up, there's an analogy for that actually. It's like a car analogy, and they say, like, if you're driving a car and you stop to help somebody because they're missing a tire, but you give them one of your own, now you're the car with 3 tires, so you ain't going nowhere. So it's basically in that, like, you gotta maintain your own self, then you gotta make sure that you're, like, in excess. You gotta have that spare, you gotta have a 5th tire before you can hook anybody else up. That's how that analogy goes. So it's a good point. Was there anything in the last 10 years that you learned that you had to quickly unlearn? You was like, oh no, that's some garbage. Or maybe longer than 10 years, but unlearn, choose to forget, choose to disregard. Because, there was like, oh, Pluto's a planet, and then they said it's not a planet, and then they say it was, and they say it wasn't. So, like, learn something, you're like, never mind. Like, you gained a new perspective.
For me, it's probably the dating pool. I learned to take rejection. I used to be scared of rejection, but I learned to take some rejection now. You know what I'm saying? If they say no, go on one date, life still goes on.
I mean, it does. Life goes on. learn anything financially that you didn't know? Besides the cars are expensive? Actually, besides life's expensive? We knew that.
Besides that, nah, not really. Well, I think there's like some kind of rule to how you should divide your checks up. I learned, I'm pretty sure it's 50 goes into your bills and all that stuff. Pretty sure.
You talking that 50-40-10 rule?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it was like 50-30-20.
Yeah, you might be right. Different places gonna show it to you differently.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 50% goes to your necessities and your bills and all that stuff. 30 goes into, I'm pretty sure, yourself. And the 20% goes into savings.
Right. Pretty
sure that's how it goes.
Right.
But yeah, I learned that. I'm not saying I follow it all the way, but I learned that.
Yeah, the economy's so bad. Your bills eat up like 75% of your check straight off the rip. You be looking around like, dang, I thought I got paid. It seemed like the bills got paid, and that's it.
Right.
That's how it be. Let's get right into it then. So, you just discovered time travel, or it was discovered and now made accessible to the public. They never will do that. They're going to keep it for themselves. But say they did, for a nominal fee, you can go back, do whatever you need to do for a week. You can take a week. So you got 1 week to train your old self 10 years ago. You walk into sophomore year coding. What you telling them? Give them the game.
I'm telling him, get out your comfort zone, bro. Get out your comfort zone, and pretty sure we was taking shaking that time. Sophomore.
I think it was a little early. Maybe just a touch.
Well, I'm gonna like, hey, chill out on the burger, chill out on the junk. I might not listen to myself, but I'm gonna let my niggas know, hey, chill out on all that. Get ahead of the game, start working out more. You know what I'm saying? Stay on top of it all. And don't quit. Find your self-motivation and all that stuff. And stay on top of drawing, because I be on off of it so much. Stay on top of that.
Man. First thing I'm gonna tell my past self, I'm gonna be like, hey homie, leave the girls alone. He's not gonna listen, unfortunately. But I'm gonna tell him anyway, leave the females alone. I'm telling him there's 8 billion people on the planet, half of them are probably female, so let's say that there's 3 billion women at least that you could maybe talk to, maybe. Or at least 2 billion. Leave him alone, bro, you don't need it now, okay? There'll be plenty of time for them. Tell him get in his bag first. Then I gotta give him the formula for getting in his bag. So first and foremost, I'm gonna say, when you get your first job, because when I first turned 16, I didn't have that job yet. I got my first job a month before I turned 17. It was like right before, because I got hired like December 20 something, or December 16th, I think it was. My birthday in January, I'm not giving out the date. But I would tell him, when you set up your direct deposit, set a portion of it to siphon off, maybe like just $100 a check into a separate account, one that you do not have a debit card to. Don't put it nowhere where you can touch it. But I'll tell them, like, make it an automatic accumulation. One thing I learned out of the book Atomic Habits is that people tend to choose whatever the default is. And so if you set something up to be automatic, like, people will more often automatically choose it just because it's the default. So if you tell yourself like, oh, okay, I'm gonna save $100 a check, then every time you get your money, you have to be the one to take the $100 and put it somewhere else. You're not gonna do it. But if you set it up automatically, when you do your direct deposit and you say, most of my check go here, but part of it go there, and then they just deposit it that way for you when you get paid, you're gonna do it every time because it's set up that way. It's automatic. Choose the automatic. So the first thing I'm telling past self, especially since I know, hey, you about to get this job soon, I'm gonna tell them, hey, get you a separate account, a separate savings account. Or maybe I tell them to get them a little S&P 500, that's stocks. Even though I don't mess with the stocks now, I'm a crypto man, but I should mess with some stocks. But I would tell him, get you a separate account and set your money up to siphon off just a small portion, but do it with consistency. Because if we say over and over and over and over again on this show, consistency is going to beat out anything else. You know, it's not about what you do one time or 2 times or even 10 times, but what you do 50 times, 100 times, 500 times, that's going to be a difference maker. If I had been siphoning money off since 16 instead of 24, man, oh man, that's okay. We don't sweat the details, we learn. Oh yeah, okay. So first thing I'm telling former self, leave the females alone. Second thing I'm telling him, hey, set your finances up to be automatically going right. Third thing I'm telling him, buy some Bitcoin. If I had bought some Bitcoin in 2014, I think Bitcoin came out in 2012, 2013. If you had hopped on the Bitcoin wave in 2014, I'd be retired right now. Y'all wouldn't even know who I was. I'd just be somewhere on an island, bro. Y'all know Bitcoin is worth like one single Bitcoin I think is worth like $70,000 right now. 70K. And them things used to only be worth $10. You could have spent $100, got you 10 Bitcoins. Now, I'm not saying that you're gonna hold those 10 Bitcoins for 10 years. That's a long time. But if you had caught the Bitcoin wave in 2014 and then got off the wave in 2018, 2019, you would still be cozy. I think it was worth like $32,000 back then. So, step one, leave the ladies alone. I know you're not gonna listen, but I'm gonna yell at them like probably every chance I get. I'm gonna tell y'all every chance I get too, because it's some young ninja out there. I know you out there, and you texting right now. You caked up. Leave her alone. Set your finances up to automatically build towards your savings and stuff. Don't make it something you have to do manually, because you probably don't have the discipline, especially not as a teenager. Mm-hmm. Buy some Bitcoin, or at least get in on like Ethereum or something, like get in on an altcoin, but buy some Bitcoin. Third, I'm gonna tell me, don't drop Spanish class, man. I know you don't like Dr. Hooker. Y'all heard me go off about this on one of them episodes, but don't drop the Spanish class. Go ahead and learn up, because y'all know I'll be working on my Japanese and I'll be lazy about my Spanish, but I'm trying. But if I had just stuck with the class, then I would have had the fluency. Then I would have already had my 2 languages. I could really have just dialed in on the Japanese. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's just a guesstimate. What else am I telling my former self? Buy Bitcoin for your siblings. What about you, Cook? What else you got? I need to add to my brain.
Piggybacking off of what I said earlier, be selfish. I'll probably tell myself, hey, cuz, do more of what you love. You know what I'm saying? Cause sometimes I'll be sitting right there lazy, or I remember as a kid, I'd sleep all day, I'd skip school or something, and I'd be like, just doing nothing, just go out, draw. It's not like I never had curfew done. I could just walk out the house and roam around anytime I want to. I'll do that, and make sure you get the contact information of your partners. You know what I'm saying? Cause a couple of times, bless you.
Thank you.
A couple of my partners, man, from high school and stuff, man, they was my niggas. You know what I'm saying? During lunchtime and stuff, we had some classes together, but some lunchtime, bro, those my niggas, bro. And I never got their contact information, but I hope y'all doing good out there. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody doing okay. Everybody stay cool. But yeah, man, keep track of your real ones. That's what I'm trying to say. Keep track of your real ones, and I know you don't like it, but you know what I'm saying? Go out and participate in those school events. I didn't go to prom because I wanted to. I thought it was overrated and all that shit. But you know what I'm saying? It's a little memory you can have. But yeah, besides that, that's all I can think of for myself. If I got a week to do whatever I want, I'm probably just gonna be with me, training me.
That's what I'm saying. You better train. Hey, I'm gonna tell them, read books, read more books, read more books. I would tell him to read Atomic Habits, but if I'm not mistaken, that book wasn't written until 2016. But I got a time machine, so I'm probably bringing him a copy. I ain't gonna fake it. Actually, I'm just gonna bring him a whole library. I'm like, you know what? Here, take this flash drive. Just you don't retire the game. Oh yeah, I'm telling him retire the PlayStation. Because look, I'm gonna tell him if you retire now and follow this blueprint, you will be able to game as much as you want just by even 2020. So next thing I want to tell him, besides read books, and read books, is stay on top of the athletics, man. Don't be lazy crazy. Like don't be tripping out. Don't be making excuses. Don't be talking about I don't feel like hitting the gym. Like be disciplined, man. You said you want to be great, like act like it. You know. You said that you want to eat with the best. Okay, so like fix you a plate and eat. Don't leave no scraps. What else am I telling past self? Hey, I'm joining the lock team much sooner. I think I locked up at the age 21 or almost 22. Yeah, I was almost 22, I think. I'm joining the lock team way sooner because I'd be draping right now. I had that hang time. Not that that's important, but it's important.
I'm probably gonna tell myself, learn how to do my own hair. At least learn how to do my own braids. I'm gonna tell myself to learn little things, bro.
Learn skills,
Stay on top of it. I used to know how to sew. I don't know how to do that shit no more. But yeah, I used to know how to sew and all that other good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just stay on top of little stuff.
Hey, I'm gonna be contradictory because I'm a goon, but this is a dialogue this is an open dialogue, man. And there's a no judgment zone here, so let me just go ahead and say what needs to be said. I'm teaching younger me how to eat some coochie, okay? I'm just gonna keep this short because, I know the first thing I said was leave the women alone, but respectfully, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. I didn't really know what I was doing down there until like my third girlfriend. And I've had some long relationships. My first one was like 2.5 years, 2.5 years, 2.5 years. And actually, if you count middle school, then it was my fourth girlfriend, but who counts middle school? So regardless, it wasn't until my third girlfriend after high school that I really got educated on how to get the zone correctly. So I would have taught him a lot sooner, but that would have only enhanced my problems. So I might have to walk that one back. I might be like, you know what, never mind, you're not ready for the secret sauce. You're not ready for the Krabby Patty secret formula yet. You're gonna use and abuse. But I'll probably still teach him because that's my boy, man.
So if you're gonna teach him, he's not gonna stay away from women then. Because then they're gonna want more, they're gonna want more of you.
He wasn't gonna listen to me anyway.
That's crazy.
Long as you've known me, have I ever listened? Have I not given myself that same advice since high school? And have I ever listened?
Hey man, that's your business.
I understand.
That's your business.
We just being honest here. All right. The first thing I said, I'm gonna tell him. I don't know he don't listen, but I'm gonna tell him. He might take it from me. I mean, who else do I listen to but me?
Well then, in that case, can you really listen to yourself? Because then our current selves won't be who we'll be in the future.
You're gonna be greater, man. I told you,
That means we will cease to exist.
We'll be retired, bro.
A different version of us.
Man, we'll be on an island somewhere, bro.
A different version of us.
That's fine.
Okay.
You got a problem with being a Bitcoin millionaire?
No, I'm just saying, like, we won't exist. We won't know how it felt. Because then the whole different us will be out there.
There's infinite universes.
True.
We don't understand the multiverse, and the multiverse barely understands itself, so what does it matter? I mean, because when you think about it like this, I mean, you can get into all the paradoxes, and I'm not here to have a sci-fi episode, but if you go back into the past, you change the past, so then the future changes, so then the future that you existed in that went back in the past in the first place ceased to exist, so how did you ever go back in the first place if it didn't exist? Blah, blah, blah. Alternate timelines, okay? Multiverse. That's all it is, all right? So no, this version of life would not exist for them, but we came from somewhere, so it got to exist somewhere. So I don't care if I don't get to reap the benefits. I get a chance to go back and hook up some alternate version of me. Hey, I'm giving them the game. I don't care. I'm going to tell them keep some riders in your circle. Same way you said contact your folks, like your real ones from high school and whatnot. I'm going to say, hey, just... You don't need everybody. You don't need like no 100-person circle. But I'm like, get you like a wolf pack, bro. I'm like, keep you like 5 riders and like cling to them. Like, and when I say leave the girls alone, obviously like men and women be attracted to each other or whatever and more, but I'm not gonna get into the alphabet. But like people be attracted to each other and so people do what they do, you know, emotions are strong. But what I'm really is like trying to emphasize for sure is like, I already prioritize my family, but I would say like prioritize your friends over the girlfriend, because the girlfriend lasts as long as the little romance lasts, and the romance is over and you and the girl gone. Now y'all both just don't text each other no more, and them same friends talking about so are you and da-da-da still going strong? And you're like, see about that. But these the same friends you had since the 6th grade, you know? So I would tell them like, prioritize your folks, man. Build you a tight circle. Like get you a wolf pack and let the girl come second, because the girl, you can find another one, man. There's at least 2 billion of them out here that's probably in your age range, and at least half of them got to be pretty enough to catch your attention. So what's the blueprint so far I got? I think I said leave the girls alone. Make your money automatic towards your savings. Buy some Bitcoin. What was number 4? Lock in on the Spanish.
Get your siblings Bitcoin.
Read, right, get my siblings hyped up. Form your circle. Lock in on the discipline, right? Stay in the gym and whatnot.
Teach yourself.
Eat coochie. Grow the locks. And what did I just say? Y'all gotta forgive me. The sickness is getting to me, y'all. Damn, I just said this shit. Oh, tight circle. Well, I might have said that twice. It don't matter. The blueprint is be a god. No, I'm playing. But you know, the blueprint is the same stuff we'd be talking about right now. It would just be tailored to my own experiences. And of course, you know, hindsight has 20/20. That's what they be saying. When you're looking back, of course you see everything. Everything that you didn't see coming, of course you know when it's in the past. So anybody could go back and give their past self the blueprint. Even though that's not really true. Some motherfuckers have no idea how they got to where they were going. I always be talking about like all these books that I read, or at least I'll be re-quoting some of them. But Atomic Habits, I might have explained this on the show one time, so I'm not gonna overhit it. But it was talking about like, it explained this analogy that like, when you're flying a plane, right? They said that an adjustment of like 4 degrees or 6 degrees or, you know, one direction or another direction will completely change what city you land in. They're like, if you know, are taking off from St. Louis, where we are, and you're heading east and you were trying to get to Washington, D.C., but then you adjusted your angle by a small few degrees, you're going to end up like, I mean, I can't name it particularly, but you're going to end up somewhere totally different. You fuck around, you're going to be in Georgia somewhere, like, oh. And it was saying that people don't realize that their life paths actually follow a very similar trajectory, where you're at now is actually a byproduct of what you've been doing for the last 3 to 5 years. And so people like wake up and they're in a bad spot, they're depressed, like they're overweight, they're not healthy, they're broke, they're strung out, and they start looking around like, oh, what did I do this month? Oh, what did I do? Like, and they have no semblance of recognition that actually it's not what you did a month ago, it's not what you even did in the last 6 months. Where you are is a byproduct of the direction you've been flying for the last 5 years. And so essentially, if I could put 16-year-old me on me's path now, like, same as we already told you, me right now, you wouldn't even be looking at me because I'd be retired on an island somewhere, sipping a margarita or something, served in a coconut.
Vacay life, man.
Say again?
It's vacay life.
Actually, if I was retired by now, I probably would go ahead and be having me some kids too, so I can teach them how to be highly disciplined, highly sharpened individuals, so we can change this world. But another episode, not even gonna get into it.
He ain't by y'all.
Keep watching. Keep watching. Okay, what is this? Episode 14? Really? It's 14? Okay, episode 14. Check me out, episode 50. Check me out, episode 100. Check me out, episode 200. Just saying. Y'all don't know. I've been saying this the last few weeks, but they thought I was sleeping and I've been eating. Okay? They thought I was falling off. I've been grinding. Y'all gonna see. Not right now, not today, not tomorrow. Y'all gonna find out though. Ain't nobody fell asleep out here. What else you got?
That's all I got for me.
All right, well, I'm gonna jump into some quick open thoughts. Now, I already told you I'm a crypto man, but I'm not gonna say no real numbers, because if I start spewing numbers, I'm gonna turn up missing. One of y'all gonna try to hit a lick off on me or something. But I'm gonna give y'all some.
That right there is enough for them to get a lick off you.
I better stay prayed up. Hold on now.
And
Yes.
you
Ancestors, look out for me.
now, and you live here, so anything get you a lick.
Ancestors, look out for me, all right? We stay prayed up out here. But let me go ahead and give y'all a rundown. I got my first coins of cryptocurrency in 2021. I came up on a lump sum of some cash, right? I got paid. And so I took like half of it and I was fucking around. I put the other half into my cryptocurrency, and then I was working at Menards or whatever, and I was taking money off those checks, putting it into my crypto. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, that was like a good year for crypto. So suddenly I was up on some numbers. I'm not telling y'all the numbers. The girl I was with at the time, she talked me into going to Mexico with her. It wasn't a good idea, but I did it, even though I told her it wasn't a good idea, but I was susceptible because I was susceptible. Anyways, I've already told y'all before, I fumbled the bag, I was big gooning, I brought my gun, I got locked up or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Had to wipe out my crypto just to have a portion of the money to get me out of jail, because they wanted an arm and a leg, literally. Bless up for my mom, because she saved my life. I could still be in Mexican prison right now. But I was up on some paper in my cryptocurrency, and then I had to wipe it out. And the last like 2.5 years basically since I got on out, I got to working again and whatnot, I have been on the grind to recuperate like what I lost. Now listen, because again, I'm not dropping out numbers, but I'm telling you, I got a lump sum at first. Like I got some pay, and that's how my crypto account got big in the first place. I told you I was on my phone. She looked over my shoulder. She seen my numbers for the first time. She was like, "Oh, okay, you didn't tell me you had that pay. We ready to go now, ain't we?" And I was like, "No, you're tripping. I have to do something to make sure it's sustainable." I'm not gonna get into the whole argument. It's not necessary. But since then, I ain't have no lump sum. I've just been working on it with consistency. I told y'all, you gotta set your stuff up to automatically siphon off so that it just goes in. But I've been grinding, and I recently, like within the last month, eclipsed that old peak that I had in my cryptocurrency, and like that felt glorious. That felt real glorious. But again, I say they thought I was out here falling asleep, but they don't know I've been grinding. But if you haven't already, get you some cryptocurrency, man. It's the future. I don't know if I explained this on the show before, but they say it's 3 levels to the internet. They say in the first level, people were just reading stuff. Then in the second level, that's when you got social media. People were reading stuff, but they were also writing their own stuff. Then in this third level of the internet, they say people are reading stuff, they're writing stuff, but now you can also own a percentage of the platform. Same as if you owned a little part of Facebook when it came out, owned a little part of Twitter when it came out. Now you can own like internet platforms, like, a little portion. That's what cryptocurrency is. Crypto's the future, y'all. I think global adoption is still only at like 6% or something. Y'all sleep right now, but when that global adoption gets up to 20%, 40%, 80%, like when most of the world is on cryptocurrency, because it's coming, you're going to be mad that you've been falling asleep. And the truth is, the signs have been there. Dudes was getting rich in 2014 off Bitcoin. Dudes was getting rich off Bitcoin in 2018. Muggs was getting rich off Bitcoin in 2021. And I just told y'all, Bitcoin just touched a new all-time high at 70,000. Dudes are still getting rich off Bitcoin right now today. The signs are right in front of you. If y'all don't get you some cryptocurrency, you're only gonna be mad that you fell asleep. Don't take it from me. Man, I thought I had one more open thought too, but I couldn't even remember. The other day I was breaking up a fight between 2 gay boys in my school, and them dudes, I got in between them, they hit me like 14 times. Both of them lucky I ain't fuck them up. Just saying. I don't beat kids, but I could have fucked both of them. Just saying. I'm still a little salty, but it's all good.
This is why I'm not a security guard. So I fight everybody.
That don't mean I don't still push them into a locker. I was bullying kids all day today.
Nah, you punch me, I punch you back. Law equivalent exchange.
I punched them first.
You getting fired, sir. He's getting fired.
Y'all think you think I'm getting fired? You don't know, cuz. No, I promise. I snatched a kid up the other day because he was tripping. Boom, jammed him into a locker. He was still pissed. Boom, jammed into a locker again. Like I got him by the front of his shirt and dragging him down to the cafe. Dude seen the principal back there. He was like, I gotta change this man's name real quick. He was like, Dr. Jones, can he do this? Do you see this? Do you know what the principal said? He said, turned the other cheek. And you know what I did? I dragged him all the way to the cafe and sat his fat ass down in a chair. I said, now stop bothering me, little dude, before I hurt you. There's no law in this place. There's no consequences for the kids and there's no consequences for the staff either. Plus, I'm security. I'm one of the only people that has permission to put their hands on people. Try me if you want to. I punked the kid this morning. This is a little dude who always want to beef with me, get to talking shit. He be talking about, I'll slap the fuck out of you. I'll be like, bro, you need to calm that little man syndrome down because I will slap the fuck out of you. He talking about some, I'm gonna get my dad to come hurt you. Boy, I'm like, call your dad. He's gonna come slap you too. Tripping in school. And that little nigga didn't say shit to me the rest of the day today. He ain't had nothing to say to me. He knew to leave me alone. Nah, I'm not gonna fake it. I was a little inappropriate today. I told y'all I'm not feeling it. I'm under the weather. And like normally I'm a very patient, very tolerant person, but my patience be short when I don't feel good. Like if I'm not right, like I just don't have time for it. I ain't had time for it today, code. I ain't had time for it. And they felt the presence. And they can feel it again tomorrow if they need it. I'm just saying. I think we're good, man. That's our run. We ain't want to eat up too much time, and we haven't. So, ready to wrap up? No open thoughts? Ain't nothing been on your heart?
Spring is not my favorite season, but it's the second favorite season. So we're in spring right now, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the vibrant colors, the blooming flowers. You know what I'm saying? The beautiful women and the styles and clothing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, spring got me effed up. Spring done got me sick.
Well, it's also allergy season. That's why allergy season. So be prepared for that too.
This ain't no allergy, man. This fucking around be the flu.
True, but the people with allergies out there, y'all be careful out there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, stay safe, man. Stay safe, all y'all.
That's it.
Oh, and the wardrobe. That's one more thing that should have made the blueprint list. We getting the wardrobe right, because you can't be stepping if you ain't stepping. All right?
That costs money.
We getting up on Bitcoin, bro. We winning. All right? I don't care how much it costs. Told y'all we was going to be retired on an island by now, so I think I'll spend 10 racks in one day. Just because I can. Price tag, what is that? I don't even look at it. Like, you just throw it all away. I'll take that. In fact, I'll take the whole store.
That's good.
All right, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for you guys. So, just want to say, of course, thanks for being here. But it is our great honor to be able to serve you all here. If you made it this far, we definitely want to say thank you for listening to the end. We came to this platform to be able to serve others who are striding down the path to greatness. And there's those of you who lend your time and your ears to make that possible. And so whatever platform that you might be consuming on, be sure that you like this episode, participate in our polls, watch our stories and whatnot, tap in with us on the gym flows, all that. Subscribe to the channel, and you are going to have more insights on the life of a modern shinobi. Don't forget to connect with us on Instagram. We're going to get on TikTok soon. I know I keep saying it, but I'm going to try to talk my brother into doing it. I don't like TikTok. And then lastly, if there's anybody that you'd like to see on this show or that you want us to collaborate with, I need you to reach out to them, okay? And let them know that you want to see them working with us. I say this twice every time. Why would I quit now? Content creators create for their fans. Let me run it back because I know somebody missed it. Content creators create for their fans. So, when you tell your favorite creators that you want to see a collaboration, that's what gets their attention pointed our way. So get into their comments, shoot them a DM, share a post, whatever you got to do. Tell them like, hey, tap in with those dudes. But yeah, like I said, just be sure to shout us out to whomever else you're watching and listening to. And I hope everybody's having a great day. Just remember, choose with your actions today who you're going to be tomorrow. Will you be greater than yesterday?
Make sure y'all comment what y'all blueprints for y'all younger selves.
Oh, yeah, share the blueprint, man. Whatever blueprint you give yourself 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, depending on how much time you got in the books. Share your blueprint, man. 10 things, 11 things, whatever it is. I love to see it.
Tell Naseem what you like about spring. That's it.
Peace out, yeah.